Hello again, everyone. Terry Earthwind over at Consortium, and here's what are you doing for year three with another great conversation. Rishad Ahmed, welcome. Thanks for stopping.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Terry. Good to be on your show.
I'm glad you're here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be good because he's doing some cool stuff. My partner and I are big fans of his. So Rishad Ahmed, what are you doing?
Well, doing a lot of things, and it's all very exciting. Targeting the area where we have so much issues with relationship problems, emotional issues. Trying to make sense of the world post-COVID. It's been a crazy time for everybody, and what I end up having to do, I do a lot of leadership coaching, as you know from my LinkedIn profile, and everything comes down to relationships. Alfred Adler, incredible psychologist, psychoanalyst who took a lot from Freud, said that all problems stem from interpersonal relationship problems. And so if we can't have a relationship with another human being, then we're finished. I mean, the whole point of life is being able to relate to other people, to get them to see what it is that we're wanting, to be able to effectively share our needs and then get feedback on our needs as well. And so a lot of people are lacking in that department, especially with the limited ability to concentrate and focus on things and people, because our devices are there distracting us. We've got thousands of YouTube feeds to watch and things to read, and we don't make the time to sit and talk to each other and get to know each other. So I'm actually putting together a relationships course. So relationships in the workplace, relationships in spousal relationships. There's an entire move towards us becoming totally dependent on staring in front of a screen and having a very insular existence, living in an apartment without internet connection, our Facebook and our social media. And not many people going around. In the old days, you want to call it old days, but you'd say pre-internet, or maybe 10 years ago, you could say, that social engagement was so important. How many people you had around at your place, that would be the sense of joy. Now it's how many people we have on our online following. And there's this wonderful graphic showing this man who has a funeral, and there's nobody around his funeral, but he said, and he had 10,000 followers on Facebook, right? And so that's the irony of course, Facebook and LinkedIn are all wonderful platforms, and so are all the other things, but we can't discount the importance of relationships, and we need people. We are social beings, and so this course is going to be a masterclass in relationships, mainly not about the traditional what's come about in the new psychology trend, but an ego transcending relationship, a relationship where our egos are put aside and we're raising up an awareness. So we're not really concerned about our goals, as in, who washes the dishes or who does this, that, and the other. It's more something more important than that.
Lovely, lovely. And you're on point with, humans are not taught love, they're born with it. They're taught through filters what happens to them after that. And I'm a big fan of Dr. Sigmund Freud. Some of my work with repetitive behavior in humans stems from a theory that he was working on 100 years ago that I've got figured out. It's very, very relevant right now, because there's so much different kinds of repetitive behaviors in PTSD, various kinds, responses to higher suicide rate. Everything is out there, So your couples training and relationship building is huge. It's very relevant right now. So congratulations on that. You want to expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. It's in line with what you're saying. PTSD, suicides, all these types of issues we're facing because of how we're encountering existence through a filter. We've been told how we should be, how we should act, how we should look, what kind of job we should have, how much money we should have, how confident we should be. All these types of social norms that are constantly changing, right? We've got the gender-based dialogue. We're so uncertain, we're so insecure as human beings right now. Any move we make could be the wrong move. So that leads to analysis paralysis, right? You don't even want to pick up the phone and say, you know what, I'm sorry, honey, I screwed up, right? Because now it'll be like,
Spot
oh,
on.
so now, right? And then they may say this and this may happen. So what happens is you rather just go withdraw and watch a movie on Facebook or on YouTube, right? Which is now keeping you so isolated. And when you transcend this and you taught or retaught how to just approach someone and say, listen, be vulnerable and say, look, I screwed up. I don't know what's going on. Could you please guide me? Because what I want to tell you is to focus on the outcome. I always say, focus on the outcome. What do you want? You want a relationship, right? You go in, you bow your head and you say, I'm sorry, I'm ignorant. Please help me because I really want to be with you. I want to be with you. I want to make this work. I want us to grow rather than standing on a pedestal saying, well, I'm pretending to be like this and you're supposed to, we're all pretending. Nobody is what they're saying. Nobody's saying the truth.
Yeah, spot on. Relevant, very relevant. And I look forward to more conversations along this line. Thank you very much, Rishad, for stopping in.
Thank you so much for having me on. I hope to see you again
Bye-bye
soon.
for now.
Okay, bye-bye.
Consortium, the business model for the 21st century.